It has been a long and arduous struggle, but after many years, mankind is finally ready to explore the deep reaches of our universe on the first manned flight out of the Milky Way. The well respected and trained astronauts who are perfect for this mission called out sick and have been replaced by some podcasters. Alright, guys, we have been waiting our whole lives for this mission.
No, we haven't. We were literally just selected for this because we could fit into the very specifically shaped spacesuits.
They could have made mine a little less tight in the back, you know what I mean?
Lock in, guys. We are going to be the first people to explore outside the Milky Way. We are going to be legends. We're going to go down in the history books. Imagine all the galaxies, creatures, and planets we're going to see. And with this revolutionary spaceship, it'll be a breeze.
Why does it look like your face, you narcissist?
I don't know.
I don't know if I want to do this anymore.
Nonsense, Liam. We're going to be pioneers.
So, what are we gonna call any galaxies that we discover?
I guess the Milky Way Galaxy 2?
Galaxy 2, you say? That's going to be a great topic while we sail through space. And that brings us to today's episode. The video which I've been personally looking forward to for a while. The Mario Galaxy 2 video. And before we get started on this, what do you guys think of the game? What's your personal?
I'm a big fan. I think Galaxy 1 is a better game, of course, but I like Galaxy 2 a lot. I think it's excuse me.
Bless you.
I think it's one of the most fun 3D Mario games in terms of just like pure gameplay.
Yeah, Galaxy 2 is literally just more Mario Galaxy, but Mario Galaxy was amazing, so it's not like I'm really complaining,
True. I am also very much a fan. Mario, as you guys and our viewers probably know, Mario Galaxy is my favorite game of all time, and so I am also a very big fan of Galaxy 2.
What? It's your favorite game? Even though you have that big tattoo on your chest that says "I love Mario Galaxy" and would marry the director who made it?
That is not true.
That is very true.
No, it's not. But
I really thought that your favorite game was Super Lesbian Animal RPG.
No, I've never heard of that game.
Sure you haven't.
Is that even a real game?
Yes. I know because you haven't.
I don't. We're gonna drop this.
You sound like someone pretending they don't have a Grindr account.
We are gonna drop this line of we can't be getting this crazy at the beginning of the episode. We can't. It's not possible.
But we're exploring the galaxies, Connor.
We're exploring the galaxy, the Super Lesbian Animal Galaxy.
How about you guys explore each other's bodies first, and then we can explore.
Yeah, we're exploring the galaxies of sexuality, Connor.
We can explore Mario's body, just like my favorite song. Actually, no, that's Luigi, because he just wants to touch him.
Oh yeah, the Peanut Butter Gamer song.
I love that song.
It's a beautiful song for a beautiful game. Is that Galaxy 1 or Galaxy 2?
I think that's Galaxy 1. It's like a
Okay.
modding video.
Well, Galaxy 2 also has Luigi though, so it works out.
It does. I guess we're gonna go ahead and get into a quick synopsis here. As we said, Mario Galaxy 2, it's basically just more Mario Galaxy, but I do think there's a lot, different to this game. They're both good and bad. I think the level design, while being a lot more linear, is also like, more. I don't really know how to put it. It just feels more inventive, I guess. I mean, there's just a lot of really cool and weird stuff here that I really enjoy. I think with the new power-ups, and especially with Yoshi, who's in this game, they just do a lot with these new ideas that they brought in for some pretty unique and fun levels.
I'd say a lot of the levels they're not going to feel as open-ended and free as like Mario Galaxy 1 per se, which even that was pretty linear in some aspects compared to other Mario games, but I'd say they're a lot more inventive and focused with what they do with like each of the power-ups and whatnot in Mario Galaxy 2, because a lot of the levels do look pretty straightforward, especially if you look at a screenshot of the levels. Like, yeah, that's like you're kind of just going straight, but like all the obstacles and whatnot you have in the way, like using Yoshi, and then maybe some of the new crazy power-ups like the Cloud one, leads you to doing a lot of different paths in each level, even if it looks very straightforward.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. But yeah, it's a Mario game. You know, Princess Peach gets kidnapped. You got to go save her. And that literally basically just every other Mario game in existence. So not much there in story, but I do think the gameplay and the sort of, I guess, aesthetic of this game, I guess, would be the best way to put it. I think it's really like just top notch, and I absolutely love the gameplay of this game. I think the levels are just amazing.
I think Yoshi is just such a good addition to the game and such a like natural one that you were just like, wow, this is so fun, because Yoshi just adds a lot, especially with like the Yoshi power-ups as well as the Mario power-ups. It just makes so many of the levels super fun.
Oh, definitely.
I completely agree. In fact, why don't we just like move into those new power-ups and stuff like that? Because I think that is something that really would like sort of sets this game apart. That's like the main thing in my opinion that kind of sets this game apart is the new power-ups and how they're used throughout the game.
Let's see. Well, I'd say the first one, and like probably my favorite, has to be like the Cloud power-up.
Yeah,
just being able to set extra platforms for yourself. It seems like it would just be like kind of an easy mode, like hold your hand type of deal, so you can like save yourself from any jumps. But with the limited amount of clouds you have, I feel like there's still a decent amount of skill expression within it that lets you like do a lot of skips and stuff, or like quickly blitz through the level in your own type of way.
Mm-hmm.
So I really do enjoy the Cloud power up.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. My personal favorite, though, has to be Rock Mario. Like the Rock Mushroom.
Mario is pretty solid.
I love the Rock Mario. To explain how it works, because this was a Wii game, so when you would shake the Wiimote or the, I guess if you're playing the Switch version, the controller, you would turn into a rock and you would just go flying and stuff like that. It was really cool.
Yeah, I like the way the levels were structured for Rock Power Up as well, because a lot of them felt like a tight grid, like a race course or something, and you'd just be like rolling across it super quick while trying not to miss any like extra little coins or any other collectibles that they want you to get before you can get the star. So it feels like a nice balance of like just like going really fast, but also it feels a little slippery to some degree because of how fast you're going. So you try to control like going really quick while also slowing down at some key moments to try and get everything in the level.
And some of those later levels really try to like push you to be precise with the rock, because you will just like fly off the edge with some of those later rock levels.
Yeah,
and
I really like the.
Sorry.
Oh, you go ahead.
I was gonna say I'm a big fan of like the challenge levels, specifically with the rock, where it's just I like that this game is more like one of the more difficult Mario games, I would say, like the 3D Mario games, just because they put like a lot of stuff into just like making the level design as good as possible. But like I specifically with the rock, I liked all the levels with the rock in it. I was just like, wow, this is so fun. I had such a good time with the rock.
There's I can't remember where it is. I think it's like a challenge level where you're essentially like bowling with the rock mushroom. That's really fun.
Oh yeah. That are the like you know like blue chimp that's like there for a couple extra stars. I think they have a lot of similar challenges that make you do stuff like that.
Yeah, I also really like the boss fight with it. I can't remember the boss's name, but essentially it's
like
just
the
giant
rock beetle, whatever thing. No,
yeah,
like
and essentially
it's like a rock insect.
Yeah, and essentially your whole thing is to just roll around it and then hit it in the. I think it's just hit it in its ass, and with the rock thing. But it's it's just really fun with how you're able to use the mushroom ability. I don't know. Rock mushroom's just so goaded. I really hope they bring it back one day.
My okay, that leaves me. I'm also a very big fan of the rock mushroom, but my favorite power up isn't a Mario power up; it's a Yoshi power up. Just because I think that like the levels that include it's not that many, but the levels that include the dash, like the fire pepper,
Yeah,
those ones
Dash
are my
Pepper.
those ones are my absolute favorite because I like the breakneck speed of like trying to like navigate a level for the first time while like a lot of the times platforms would be falling, but like it was so enjoyable just to see like Yoshi, or it was so enjoyable to like make Yoshi go incredibly quickly and navigate the whole like the of course the gravity mechanic and all of that. I think it was so fun.
Oh yeah, I was about to say definitely with like the wall running you can do on a couple of those levels as well, and then it transitions back to standard. You got to do a jump and then run up a wall again while also jumping over some holes. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, no, it's difficult too. It's not easy, but it is just like really. Whenever you get good with the pepper, it feels amazing.
Yeah,
Oh, definitely. Yoshi's just
I
fun in general, especially like I think the Blimp Yoshi as well, like for how
Blimp
silly it
Yoshi,
is.
yeah. I think
Yoshi is
he's
pretty
just
sick.
yeah, I think he's just such a good addition to this game that really makes him like makes it stand out, you know?
Yeah, no, Yoshi is definitely the standout for this game. Like, if someone's like, "What's the biggest difference between Mario Galaxy One and Mario Galaxy 2?" I'm gonna say the addition of Yoshi because I think it is like the biggest change in between the games because so much of the game is changed whenever you're on Yoshi's back.
Definitely.
Like the controls, like the gaps you take, like all of that is very different with Yoshi, and his like floaty jump is very important. I think this is the game where I've like was like I in my head I got the concrete idea of like Yoshi has the big flutter jump because I would use it constantly. Because like it's in every game, but this is the one where I'm like, oh wow, this is like his thing.
Yeah, you know what's also like a really important aspect for Yoshi?
What?
It's like really highly focused in this game and even funnier, but like ditching Yoshi off of a cliff because now you're not just ditching him off like a small platform or something, you're ditching him into the void of space.
It's true, you are just putting him into the void of space. He gets sucked into that black hole.
Goodbye, Yoshi.
Because like my
There goes
Goes
my
my-
Yoshi.
but like my
But
first exposure to Yoshi was I think the Mario Bros on the Wii, but like this is where I'm like, man, this Yoshi guy's pretty sick. But I'm a big fan of Yoshi, and then Super Smash Brothers ruined that for me.
Liam, have you ever just enjoyed the A button like as an experience?
Yeah, I play Mario.
Well, like, what if you like
He plays-
squared that?
plays
And-
Mario but hates Yoshi. Make it make sense.
Because with Mario, I at least have to try a little. With Yoshi, I could be like putting two crayons up my nose at the same time, and I would still be winning.
You know, I feel
Sounds
like
a
it's
fun
kind
time.
of fitting though, because like you play Mario, so you naturally just want Yoshi to go into the void, which includes spiking him.
True, actually, maybe the reason I play Mario is just because I want to like, I want that visceral reaction of like
It's in character, you know.
it is in character. Brewer, you solved it.
I know I'm a genius.
Except in this game, I love Yoshi, so it is just it's a big Smash Bros conspiracy because in this game he's awesome because he has like I think is it only the dash, blimp, and bulb? Are those the three?
Yes. Yeah. He's got the blimp, which he turns into like basically a giant balloon, and you sort of just like ride him through the air and stuff like that.
They're very self-explanatory names. I just realized.
Yeah. Yeah, Bulby turns into basically a giant light bulb to illuminate like hidden paths, and Dash Pepper we've already talked about where he'll go super fast. If you want to know more about Blimp Yoshi, just make sure you look up Yoshi inflation and to learn
I
more.
knew you were about to make that freaking joke the moment you were like, if you want to know more about Yoshi.
Yeah, we don't worry, bro. We both did. It was some low hanging
Yeah,
fruit.
I think we need to look into Connor's search history if we're gonna be honest.
Always go for the low hanging fruit. It's the best fruit.
True.
Anyway, but yeah, no, I think we've talked about like the power ups and stuff like that and how they interact with like the levels and the stages themselves. But I think we should actually go into the stages themselves in order to really. I don't know. I just what I'm trying to say is like I just really like the levels in this game. I think
Just
they're
to
all
delve
really
into what
fun.
makes this game so great.
Yeah, exactly.
I'd say the first one. Actually, I'm gonna go with a different one because I was about to say the retro level, which like just kind of steals from one
Wow,
of the other
so
games.
retro.
Yeah, but I'd say I really love Clockwork Ruins Galaxy. That one's pretty excellent with all the rotating platforms and whatnot you have to go through, and then the general aesthetic
Yeah,
of the
that.
level as well.
Yeah, that I really like it too. I think that's a really fun level. My personal favorite though probably has to go to either Shiverburn or Cosmic Cove. I think Cosmic Cove is just such a vibe of a galaxy and stuff like that. And it's probably one of the most memorable galaxies from the game, if I had to be honest. And I think that Shiverburn, I've just always really liked the fire and ice like mix aesthetic and stuff like that. And I think anytime something has that, it's always really cool. I mean, look at Freeze Flame Galaxy from Galaxy 1. And so Shiverburn just does that, but honestly, IMO kind of better. And I think that's just insanely cool.
Funnily enough, I was actually going to say that's one of the reasons I wouldn't rate it as high because, like, objectively, it is better than that Galaxy Freezeburn, but at the same time, it's like, I think they could have done something a little different.
It's a recycled concept.
Yeah,
It
But
is.
Mario-
not to say
but
it
I
isn't a
still
great
like
level.
it.
No,
Yeah, not to say it isn't a great
Mario
level.
also loves recycling concepts, but then like giving a new twist. It's awesome. My favorite galaxy would probably be Fluffy Buff Galaxy. I like the clouds a lot. I like the atmosphere of that one. I like the windmill and all that, like the trees and the swings. I think it's just a very fun area, and I like how it looks a lot, and the music is gas.
Definitely. I
But
think
that one is a
Is
personal
Fluffy
favorite.
Buff? Is Fluffy Buff like the first level in the game where you get like Yoshi and stuff like that?
I think so.
maybe.
Yeah,
It's
because
in- it's in World
Oh
One.
no.
It's in
Sorry,
World
I'm thinking of Yoshi Star Galaxy. Never mind.
No,
Wait,
it is an early galaxy. It's in the first world. It's
Yeah,
I think
I was thinking of
Sky
the reason
Station?
the reason I
Yoshi
was
Star.
thinking
Yoshi Star.
Yeah, the reason I was thinking was because I was thinking like maybe that's where the Lakitu boss fight is, and I really like that boss fight, so I was wanting to talk about that boss fight.
Yeah,
No.
I was actually
But-
about to say like one of my favorite galaxies as well, just for a boss fight. Bowser Jr.'s Fury Flotilla, like I feel like that one's really fun. Like not even just because of the level, but I really like Gobblegut as a boss. Like visually, it's really cool, and then like the way you're running around the planet to hit his weak points is a lot of fun.
Bro, can I just ask? Did you mean Fiery Flotilla?
Yeah. No, I was reading up the name in our notes, and I don't know. I was thinking Espanol for a second.
You mind if a little Bowser Jr. speaks a little Spanish?
Yeah. Because I don't know. I was thinking like tortilla for a second, something like that.
Oh wait, I'm
Yeah,
gonna change my answer because I kind of forgot. I just kind of forgot how much I really like this one. My favorite is Clockwork Ruins.
That's
Yeah.
fair. I say that's the thing
Yeah.
with like Mario Galaxy 1 and 2. you can just endlessly keep swapping answers because like there's so many good levels.
They're just all good, dude. They're just all so fun. My another I know you didn't want to talk about it, but I do really like the there's two levels I really like. One's the like retro galaxy and stuff like that, you know, where you as the name implies, I think I can't remember what it's called. Oh, Throwback Galaxy. That's what I'm thinking of. Throwback Galaxy, where it's I think it's Womp. What is it? Womp Fortress from
no,
Mario.
It's Mario 64.
Wait, is it?
Yeah, Mario
Throwback or is it
64. Womp's
Flashback?
Fortress.
I think Throwback Galaxy is the one that has the level for Mario 64.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's right,
no,
that's
I did
one.
want to say I really like that one as well. I
Oh,
just didn't want to
Flashback.
focus on it as much, just because it is just a remake of an older level. But I do kind of, for a single level, I feel like that's fun as a concept, especially adding new elements in it, and also just like the physics, which in Mario Galaxy 2 are just a lot better than Mario 64.
True. There's one that I'm blanking on the name.
Can
And
you describe it?
Supermassive, that's what it is, Supermassive. Where everything around you is just ginormous. And I really like that galaxy. I think it's such a fun concept.
that one is a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It's
but-
not really bad galaxies, I don't think.
No. I think all of them are just really cool. And one of the things that I think this game kind of does better is like having the levels be like incredibly unique and stuff like that. Because I do really like Galaxy 1, but there are a few like galaxies that I feel like are a little bit like other ones. I mean, for example, you literally have like Honey Hive Galaxy, and then further in the game there's like the autumn coded Honey Hive Galaxy, basically. You know, very similar concepts, whereas I don't think there's really like many galaxies in this game that feel like they have very similar concepts like that.
That are also levels that make you go through the same portions a lot, because Mario Galaxy usually wasn't bad about this. You go into a level, and if it was for a different star, a lot of times they would start you in a different area, but every now and then you would get a galaxy that like would start you at the beginning, and you just have to like kind of run through some of the same stuff you've already been through just to get to like some of the new content. I don't think you
I
really
agree.
see that as much with this game, especially because a lot of the bonus stars and like green stars and extra stars focus on like a very different challenge or mini game a lot of times.
Yeah. Also, something I also think this game does better than Galaxy 1 is the bosses. I think in my opinion, I think they're just a lot more iconic and like more memorable boss fights than some of the ones in Galaxy 1.
I think design-wise they're better, but also just like how the fight actually plays out as well is just a little more interesting, because it still follows that formula of like 3 hits, bosses dead, but they at least make you do something a tad more interesting.
Well, even then they experiment, because like Gobble Gut, you know, I think takes like what, 6 hits or something like that.
Yeah, no, you have the weaknesses. That's what I was just about to say. Like, minus a couple exceptions, they usually try to make you do something a little different than just jumping straight on the enemy, or they try to make it a little harder to do that.
Yeah, and I think that's like the bosses are some of my favorite parts, because I remember like anytime I think of like a Mario boss, I usually jump to like Gobble Gut, or I think it's called like the Mega Hammer. That Bowser Jr. boss fight is really fun. I think it's King Lakitu is also really good.
Yeah, that are the Giga Lakitu, I think.
Yeah, it's like Giga King Lakitu or something like that. And there's just like so many like cool like boss fights in this game, and I think that's definitely some of my favorite boss fights in a game. Especially that final Bowser fight, because like, yeah, it's really easy, but it's sick as hell, dude.
Yeah, and visually it just
Galaxy generator. It's so fun.
Oh yeah, definitely. I'd say for that final fight as well, just like visually, it's just a lot more interesting as well. Like what you had in Mario Galaxy 1, especially for a game called like, you know, Galaxy, is like it feels just like kind of a grand final battle, you know?
Yeah, especially that theme, dude. The final boss theme's so freaking good. That's another thing I really like about this game. And Galaxy 1 as well. The music's just so good.
Oh, the music, I don't think Nintendo was capable of making bad Mario music.
No,
Hotel
I just don't think
Mario. I'm kidding.
I just don't think they're capable of making bad music in general, dude. I mean, because like when you have all the money to burn on like good composers, it's like, I mean, like, is there even like a single like soundtrack that you can think in the past like 10 years that like a single bad Nintendo track?
Not really. Like
Not
even
on the spot.
yeah, I was about to say not as possible, but even like the ones that are like less memorable, it's not even like they're bad. It's just like they're not as good as a lot of the other games I expect, and it's usually from like, oh man, Mario Tennis something for the Wii U soundtrack wasn't. It didn't really stick out to me all that much.
Nintendo Switch Sports has a boring soundtrack. It's no Wii Sports.
Oh man, that insane take.
Yeah, because Wii Sports and Wii Sports Resort had some amazing. Like, I kind of sorry, a bit of a side thing. I forgot how intense the music was for sword fighting when you're like going through like the waves of enemies, and it's just the bah, 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 bah. Like it's insane how intense they make just smacking people off a bridge. It's so funny.
No, it is really funny, especially for the goofy faces on the Mii's.
True.
I miss Wii Sports, bro. Wii Sports was so goated.
But Connor, you have Switch Sports. Isn't that great?
Remember when they added golf like 6 months after the game came
Yeah,
out?
6 months after.
That was insane, man.
Yeah, I'd say that's a topic for another video because like any of the the sports games Nintendo releases, like the Mario Sports ones or Switch Sports, just a lot of those, they had the really shitty model of like, yeah, guys, we're getting free updates, but it's not really free updates. It's just like the game getting the content it should have had at launch.
Yeah.
Which you can't
Eh,
say
I
for
don't know.
Mario Galaxy 2 because that's whenever games came out and they were all complete, like Mario Galaxy, which was genuinely such a good game. Even now, it's such a good game. That's why they're porting it. That's why they're making a movie out of it. Like, it's just a really good it was a really, really unique take with Mario. The gravitational stuff was so ambitious for the time. Like, I don't think of any other game. Maybe I don't think of any other game that had like a mechanic that really like wowed me like that. Comes
Especially
to mind
one that-
immediately with like it does with Mario Galaxy, because that was genuinely an insane mechanic to like try and make work. And like even if
Especially
sometimes-
to like, I was also gonna say like, especially to build the entire games around, you know?
yeah.
Like, cause imagine
And-
if it was bad.
Yeah, I was gonna say like it gets a little bit janky, but it works 99% of the time. So that 1% just feels like nothing in like the grand scheme of things, because 99% of the time it works. But there are a couple moments I do remember, because I'm replaying through Galaxy 1 right now. There are a couple moments with the gravity where I'm like, yeah, I can feel some of the mechanics fighting against me.
Yeah, the thing is though, like with Mario games and especially the Galaxy games, like a lot of the times, even Galaxy 1 and 2, while you're like upside down or something or on a wall, still feel like they control better than like a good 90% of other platformers. Like Nintendo just has it down when it comes to just like making your character feel absolutely amazing to control. Like not even
Yes.
just thinking about the levels, not thinking about power-ups and stuff, just how your character moves always feels so fluid in their games.
You really
I mean,
feel
yeah,
like
even-
you really feel like an Italian plumber.
You
The
really
exaggerated
feel
swagger of an Italian plumber.
who's still living with his parents.
Yes, but with like Galaxy, they swung for the stars, and they landed it almost like basically perfectly for 2 games in a row. Like, of course, 2 builds on the same mechanic.
It's like
that
a
one is.
I was gonna say it's like a Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom sort of a, thing.
Where it adds something completely new to keep the game fresh with Mario and so many power-ups. but then or not Mario, Yoshi, and a lot of power ups and like of course new worlds, but like the same core mechanic, they just made it way tighter feeling, which is great because I think with Galaxy 2, the gravity is so much more. I think it works so much better in 2 because they had the time to refine it even more.
Yeah.
Yeah,
People
if
are-
I ever get the chance, I am definitely like I know I am definitely getting the chance to get Galaxy 2 on the Switch.
Yeah.
It's been so long since I've played it.
I'd say like the gravity mechanics for Galaxy 1 and 2, like the only game or platformer that can really come to my mind immediately that have ever executed that mechanic just as well, if not better in some areas, is probably just like the Gravity Rush series.
I was just about to bring it up.
It's
That's-
my
yeah.
niche game to bring up, Connor. I get to talk about it.
Screw you!
I get to hype up and kick my feet like a giddy little teenager when I saw them in Astrobot. That's my moment,
can-
Connor.
We can both share the moment, asshole.
I own the physical copies for both of them, so fuck you.
Damn it, he's got me there.
Yeah, I do got you there. I got you by the balls. Just like how
Wow,
Galaxy 2
guys.
has a spot balls.
Guys, me too. I like Gravity Rush. I haven't played them.
LARPer.
No,
Kill
I didn't,
him!
I didn't
Leave
know I
him
was
with
talking
hammers.
to a Resident Evil fan on Twitter.
don't.
I didn't know I was-
Don't lump me in with those people. I've played almost all the mainline games except for 6.
Guys, I'm so broke and I don't have the ability to play any games at all. I can't play the games that go on sale for like $2 all the time.
Well, no, I just don't want to play 6.
Well, I was gonna say 6. I was just talking about the LARPers in general for Resident Evil.
Yeah. No,
I didn't know you were Persona 5 fan, Liam.
no, don't compare me to that. I like Mario. I like good games.
Me deleting, me getting rid of Liam's main game console YouTube app on his phone. I'm saving the
That's
world,
good.
guys.
Little do they know, I've never played Mario Galaxy 2. I'm just LARPing.
He's just LARPing. He just looked at videos from Twitter.com.
Yes.
He just searched up Mario Galaxy 2 playthrough and watched that.
No,
Yeah,
we found
well-
out about Yoshi's power-ups by looking up Mario Galaxy Yoshi inflation.
I looked up a video that said all Mario and Yoshi power ups, and then I looked through all of them and went, "Ooh, I really like this power up. That's the one I'm choosing."
Imagine you looked
Oh,
at it
no.
though, like, imagine being a LARPer. You look at it, you look at the freaking spring power, be like, yeah, that's my favorite, because that looks like a really unique mechanic that clearly people don't hate enough.
Yeah, we all love the spring power up, right, guys?
Yeah.
I played the games. My favorite
Yeah.
galaxy is
I especially love how the spring power-up controls, don't you, Liam?
yeah.
Isn't it
was
so well to control?
I love all the galaxies like Flip Flop and Yoshi Planet Galaxy, and I really like Bowser Jr.'s Fiery Tortilla. They're all great.
I feel like this is like an Ace Attorney case. Eventually, you're gonna list a galaxy that doesn't have that power up in it. I'm just gonna yell objection at the top of my lungs.
All of the galaxies I just listed aren't real.
Objection! He's lying. He's a LARPer. He didn't play the shit at all.
Yeah. I would
Unfortunately, Mr. Wright, the autopsy has been updated.
He played the
He-
modded version of the game that has the power up.
He had it on the Wii, but it was scratched.
No, not a scratch disc, anything but that.
But I did
Yeah.
play it on the Wii. It was awesome.
Same here.
I
same
also
here.
played it on
It's
the
been.
Wii.
I wonder when the last time I played that game was. It's been a while.
Yeah,
It
I
has
do want to kind
been
of speak
since
on scratched elements though, because there is one thing that kind of makes Galaxy 1 definitively a little better for me. Because like the levels, I feel like I could endlessly debate is like which one has the better levels. But the one element that I feel like everyone's gonna say is better for Galaxy 1 is like gonna be story and just like a lot of the atmosphere with stuff like the hub and whatnot,
Oh, the
because
hub.
they're not huge things, because like you're not gonna get some crazy massive 80-hour JRPG type of story with Mario Galaxy, but Mario Galaxy does stand out from the other games in the series with the elements of a story, and especially Rosalina. So them removing it in Galaxy 2 there is like a little bit of whiplash, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
I don't think the planet is like. I'm not gonna say it's bad because it's not, but it is a step
funny.
down from the Comet Observatory, because the Comet Observatory is just such a good hub world. It's such a
Yeah.
nice feeling every time you finish a level to go back to the hub world and like see it like growing with you. That was like one of the coolest things. Like as you get
Yeah.
more power stars, you get like
it's one of the
the
best like hubs in a game, in my opinion.
I would agree.
I might be a little biased.
No, I would agree. I think it is an amazing hub world. I don't think it would be like number one, but I do think it would be very up there because it's just so good. It's
Yeah,
so good,
that's-
and like the hub of Galaxy 2 is still cool. It's a planet. It's a Mario planet, but it's tiny. It's kind of, I don't know. It kind of lacks some substance as a hub world, and
Yeah,
I think the UI of like picking a galaxy and all of that is a step down.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
I think there
that's-
are
that's
some
what I
parts that
was
are
gonna-
objectively worse as well, because besides just like, yeah, maybe it'll be a little slower to pick what galaxy you want to go to in Galaxy 1, but at the very least, Galaxy 1 had a lot more freedom with like what stages you could choose, how they were unlocked. If you wanted to just like get all the power stars in like one of the galaxies and then move on to like the next area, you could do that. Galaxy 2 at most usually just has a couple branching options for what galaxies you want to do before you get to like the main story ones or like the Bowser ones, you know. But you
Yeah,
usually don't
that's-
have that many choices at all.
That's what I was gonna say. I do really think the more streamlined elements are a major downgrade to this game, because I mean, just the amount of stuff you could do in the Comet Observatory and how it felt like a living, breathing place. Because the whole thing is like, this is supposed to be the home of Rosalina and the Loomis, and it felt like that. Like you had all these rooms, which you had a kitchen, there was a bedroom, there was the engine room, and you had all of these things. And it there was even optional stuff like the library and stuff like that, and it just had all these really cool optional areas and stuff like that, and it allowed you to go at your own pace of like what you wanted to do. And I just think Mario Galaxy 2 streamlining that to be a sort of very basic level select map and the major downgrade to the hub world just really impacts like the overall, I think, like
The
at least in my
atmosphere.
opinion, it just really impacts the overall atmosphere and aesthetic that I think Galaxy 1
It
really
just
nailed.
leaves you a little like the hub world isn't like a place that you want to go back to. It's just this is a segue to the next level, where I feel like in Galaxy 1 I would love I just love spending time in the Comet Observatory, just like looking around, getting the letters from Peach, looking at the garage, all of that. Like that was fun. Even if it was like a small portion of the game, those small moments built up into like my core experience of the game.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
completely agree.
I'd say a good comparison is taking something like, let's say, the UI of like the Wii or the 3DS and comparing it to the modern day like Switch and Switch 2. The Switch and the Switch 2 are a hell of a lot faster. Like you can get to what game you want to go to a lot quicker. Downloads are a lot more efficient. Everything's just more efficient. But I still really enjoy the Wii and 3DSs a lot more because they actually have some personality and flavor to them. They have nice little music that goes along with it. They have fun little things for me to go through, fun little animations for me to see. Maybe it's a little slower, but I feel like there's more of an experience I'm taking in here instead of just kind of a basic way to go about making my choices. And that's kind of what I see Galaxy 2's transition from Galaxy's 1 UI. That's kind of what I see it as.
Yeah, honestly, I completely agree with that.
I would also completely agree. It may be faster, it may be more like it might feel a little better at first, but it's not. It just is not the same.
Definitely.
But enough with like all enough with the negative stuff, because like although it is, I would say, a bit of a worse game than Mario Galaxy 1. That's like comparing my sister and my best friend. I like my sister a little more than my best friend, but they're both like very important people in my life, and these are two very important games that. And now talking about this makes me want to go back and play Mario Galaxy 2, and I now understand why Nintendo priced the game at $40, even though it's been several years, because I might cave at some point and spend $40 on Galaxy 2.
Yeah, no, it is absolutely criminal, but they know what they're freaking doing. They know people are gonna cave and buy it.
I'm trying not to, but I can't.
Yeah. I will cave. I will cave.
I'm still looking up. I have my Wii and Wii U, and then a copy of Galaxy 2 and Galaxy on my shelf, so I can just grab it and play. But that's not exactly something everyone has.
I have my Wii U still, but I don't.
See, the thing is like
Mario Galaxy 2 anymore.
Hey, next time I see you, Liam, I can help a brother out.
Yes!
I really like how Liam's thing was like, I might cave in, but it's like with me, I know I'm gonna cave. Like, I know I'm gonna cave and buy that eventually.
I'm surprised you haven't already like bought the physical or whatnot for both of them.
I just legit forgot.
I'm surprised you didn't get the Rosalina amiibo yet.
I don't think it's released as.
I think it actually like maybe just released as of today's recording date, or like within the span of a couple days of it.
Rosalina amiibo.
Yeah.
I know it releases close to my birthday. That's all.
Oh wow, it's expensive too.
Yeah, no, they're like large, but they're really pricey.
Released April 2nd. It comes out at the same time as the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll say for Connor's sake though, if we have anything to go by about like the other amiibo releases for the Switch 2, there's a good chance they're probably going to be on sale within like a couple months or whatnot, just because. Yeah, maybe some of them will be hard to find stock for, especially like the Kirby Air Riders ones. But there's also a good chance that people don't want to buy them because they're $40, $50 freaking dollars.
The Rosalina is $35, and so it will be $40. And like these games are good, and Nintendo knows that. And instead of making a good new Mario game, they're just like, well, we're gonna just re-release all of our good games. But again, because like they've ported both of the Mario Galaxies to the Switch 2 recently. They did 3D All Stars, which was just an emulator of their 3 games, which is crazy to me. Even though I'm playing it right now, I'm kind of a fan because some of these games are hard to find good physical media for. But a lot of their stuff is
Mario Sunshine is lost media?
I wouldn't say it can stay lost.
Now that I think about it has still kind of stayed lost because as of, again, this recording date, even though Mario Sunshine was advertised for the GameCube online service, it still isn't on there.
Yet.
Yeah.
I mean, who knows? They'll probably shadow drop it like they've done in some other games.
The Wii era of Mario was so good because I mean they did 2 of the same game, so basically Mario Galaxy 1 and Galaxy 2 are the same game. Honestly, they should have done Mario Galaxy Definitive Edition and combined the 2 games into one.
True.
And then
I'm honestly surprised we haven't gotten a Mario Odyssey 2 or even just a new 3D Mario game.
I'm also like I feel like because the Switch 2, like the Mario Galaxy, I feel like was a very major selling point for the Switch, or not Switch, for the Wii when it came out, and like same with Mario Odyssey for the Switch 1. Where is that for the Switch 2? Because
I think it's eventually gonna happen.
Oh, it has to.
But I mean, it's 3D Mario. It's gonna happen eventually.
Yeah, Nintendo has forgotten about Mario.
Mario is lost media.
True.
Oh no.
Um,
I mean, I
But,
care
like,
less about that
it's-
stupid mustache freak. Give me another Pikmin game. Mario's got enough. Give me Pikmin 5.
What do you
but
mean? Pikmin's gonna be in Pikmin and Mario are
They're
basically
they're
the same
hand in hand
franchise
now.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Pikmin is going to be in the movie, which Loki
Yeah,
may be the
that's-
reason I might actually go see it in theater.
I am gonna go see it in theaters. I'm going to go see it for a midnight release
That's Pog. But
because I'm going
I was
to see it
gonna
with my
s-
friend's book. I wanted to talk about like the movie a little bit and how they picked the Galaxy, like they picked the Galaxy franchise in order to like make the second movie instead of like a Sunshine or even like a 64 style like no, because like a lot of like with 64, and this might just be a me thing, one of my favorite parts about 64 is the feeling of like isolation in the castle, and I don't
Yeah.
think they would do that for a movie. But like they're not doing Odyssey, they're not doing any of this. They picked Galaxy because I think it's the best format for a movie because you can do so much with like an endless galaxy. Rosalina's such a great character, and I wish she
Well,
was
it's also-
more of Galaxy too.
yeah, I was gonna say, at least in my opinion, the Mario Galaxy movie seems to be a way to obviously tell a story about Galaxy, but also combine a bunch of elements from other 3D Mario games. Because you've got Toast Arena from Odyssey in there, you're gonna have the casino level from Sunshine in there. It just seems like a huge mix of different Mario elements, which I think is really sick.
Is the Mario
Yeah.
Galaxy movie just like Infinity War, to where like a bunch of the things in the Mario franchise are just meeting up?
Well, they did that for the first Mario movie too, so I think that's just the format of the movie.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say, is that they're just using it as
Well,
a
I
way
was just
to
gonna say that's a
mix
joke,
bunch
because
of
yeah, they
different
did do that for the first movie, but Mario Galaxy, they have even more reason to, because they're exploring a crap ton of different galaxies.
Yes,
Yeah.
and Pikmin.
And Pac-Man!
Yeah, and Rob,
And Rob. But
which is the second best part of that movie. Pikmin's the best though. But I was gonna say, do we want to go ahead and move to our concluding points?
I am okay with that.
Yeah, I think
I think I will start because I probably have played this game the least recently out of everyone here, so my memory isn't like foggy, but it's definitely not the most clear it could have been. So I'll just go ahead and say, I've been talking a little bit about like, it's not as good as the first one, but like I said, I this game is still absolutely incredible. It does so much right. It's so fun. Yoshi's a great addition. So much of the like, I think it improves on a lot of aspects like boss fights. Certain like mechanics I think are better executed, like the B power up and all of that. This game just has a lot going for it. I like the secret worlds a lot, secret levels a lot. I think they're fun, and the challenge of this game is actually pretty decent, and it just makes for such a great experience. It's my third favorite 3D Mario game. It's just genuinely a blast, like through and through. And like to say anything else is, I don't think I need to. I think I can just say the game is a blast to play. It's so fun. It's whimsical, and that's all. That's all it needs to be.
yeah, great points. I know Connor's salivating at being the last person to go because he loves this game so much, so I'll volunteer as tribute.
Man, I was
to go.
gonna say, if you want to go, then that's perfectly fine with me. I don't care if I go for or last or second.
Yeah, as I say, I was just gonna go now because again, I feel like you're salivating at the opportunity to talk about.
Connor
this.
gets to talk about Mario Galaxy and explodes and dies.
Oh,
I'm surprised he didn't explode the first time when he was talking about Rosalina.
True.
Actually, I feel like if we took
That's-
Connor to a convention or something, he would probably just like pass out and die if he saw a Rosalina cosplayer.
Yeah, but he would be too scared to go and talk to her.
Don't worry,
I would.
Connor.
You know,
I'm
what?
scared to talk to people as well.
That's very true. I would.
It's okay, Connor. I'm afraid of talking to people as well. But okay, I guess moving on from anxiety, let's talk about Mario Galaxy. So, for my concluding points, Mario Galaxy 2 is just a very interesting game to me because it's the only like mainline big 3D Mario game that has gotten a direct sequel. Not just like some elements have been carried over, but literally in name as well, a direct sequel. And I feel like that's just in a testament to like how good of a game Galaxy is, and that just people wanted more of it, and that's what Galaxy 2 is. It's just more Mario Galaxy, but that's not really an issue at all. We're talking about one of the best platformers of all time in a lot of people's eyes. It has a lot of the same amazing atmosphere. It has really strong levels as well, some even being better, or sometimes even just matching. But they do take different approaches to make it kind of feel like it still has its own identity. The controls do feel a bit tighter. Music is still fantastic, and I love all of the new elements that they added in. The only really knocks I have against the game is just some of the personality that I mentioned. It feels like they kind of stripped away with the story and some of the UI as well, like how you just go about selecting a level. But besides that, I really don't have many complaints with the game. So overall, if you can play Galaxy 2, I highly recommend it. Or hey, I recommend playing both Galaxy 1 and 2, even better experience.
Well, most people can play Galaxy 2 because they have ported it to Switch. They will just have to empty their wallets.
No, that's what I'm saying. If you can, but also like, can you afford it as well with Nintendo shaking you down?
Alright. I guess it's time for me to wrap this whole thing up. Obviously, I prefer Galaxy 1 over this game, and I do have my reasons. Again, the more streamlined elements, but at least for me personally, a big reason why I like Galaxy 1 so much is just the atmosphere and the tone of the game feels so much more different from the other games. There's this level of like isolation, and like there's this one video that kind of got memed a bit, like that's like, I think it's like the loneliness of Mario Galaxy or something like that, but I do genuinely agree with that video, and that's a big reason why I like Mario Galaxy, is that there is this just general sense of like melancholicness to it, which I think is lacking in Galaxy 2, which is fine. It's not the game's fault. It's just a purely subjective thing I like more about Galaxy 1. But all in all, I still think this is a like really great game. Like, the levels are fun, the new power-ups are super fun, the music's great, the bosses are super iconic and memorable, and fun. And that's really just a great descriptor for the entire game. It's just fun. And I think that's... And I would really love... Like, my most wanted game forever is a Mario Galaxy 3. But just, like, even a... Like... just another like 3D Mario on the same quality of Galaxy 1 and Galaxy 2, I would kill for, man. Because I think, you know, these games are really special and really sort of are the foundation of what made an era of Nintendo for a good while. And so I would love to see, you know, just something like that return.
Yeah. I will say Mario Galaxy 3, that is kind of crazy though. This is the greed they talk about in the Bible.
I don't fucking care.
Mario,
oh, we know you don't.
Mario Universe.
True. The Mario Multiverse, where he meets a female version of himself.
Named Maria.
True.
Splatoon
Anyway,
woman.
we're getting a little off track, but you know, if you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like and subscribe and comment, you know, what was your favorite Galaxy, or what are things that you really like about Galaxy 2? You know, what videos do you want to see us do in the future? And, you know, just, you know, what could we do to improve our content? And, you know, we're always looking for suggestions. But, you know, with that being said, we have been the Fetch Quest Podcast, and we will see you all next time. Goodbye.
Bye, everybody.
Goodbye.